Hey, welcome. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's reading is the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? We'll see what other messages may come through as well. But we have three groups for you to choose from: group one, group two, and group three. Please pause the video if you do need some extra time to choose your group, but I will see you guys in your readings. Hey, welcome. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've chosen the first group, then this reading, it could be you, could be for you. The person on your mind, how do they feel about you, the situation at the moment? Okay, so we have Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the Eight of Cups upright and the King of Wands in reverse. So at the moment, they could think that you are feeling abandoned by them, but they themselves feel emotionally confused, not just with you in general, and it could be impacting how they feel about you and adding to a lack of emotional clarity that you might be feeling, maybe in yourself or feeling, coming from them. They could also feel that they're making you feel insecure, that they're adding to maybe certain insecurities that you might have. So at the moment, like, they do feel that things are too emotional between you guys. They feel that you are assuming they are uncertain about you. They could feel that things are simpler than you think it is. They could also feel that something here has already been resolved, perhaps a lack of give and take for some of you. This could be some kind of baggage. This baggage message could be more so on your side. They could actually feel like there isn't baggage here. And they could also feel like you're being difficult. They don't fully understand how or why you're feeling the way that you are. They feel that you are misunderstanding their feelings. And for some of you, they could also feel that you don't feel they're sentimental when it comes to you, when in fact they are. And they could feel like maybe some of the misunderstandings that you're having could be impacting the connection or just impacting you, and making you feel emotional, making you feel like, any kind of negative feelings, when that might not be the case on their part, if that makes sense. And it feels like they're feeling emotionally drained. It feels like it is a combination of maybe things that are going on between the two of you, and also things that are going on outside of your relationship to them. But at the moment, they feel like you aren't being logical, and they do feel that you are more caught up in the emotion of it all. And it feels like they are struggling to wrap their heads around it. So I don't know what's going on between you and this person. But they could feel like it is one-sided, and they could be confused as to why you feel that way, and it feels like they are struggling to wrap their heads around it. And it feels like they don't really care to try and figure it out, like why you're feeling the way you are, because yeah. So they also feel that you're seeing them as emotionally unavailable, and they feel that you don't see that they are actually drained and that they're feeling neglected, not necessarily when it comes to you, but of other areas of their life. They could actually be feeling neglected in general. Like they could feel that they aren't important. But at the same time, like they don't feel like they can show you that. And maybe because of that, they do feel the need to withdraw. And they could actually feel insecure in their connection to you. They could be worried about being manipulated. And they could also feel that at the moment in your connection, only your feelings matter. Obviously, that's not the case to them, but they could feel that maybe that's how, you see, they could feel that's actually how you feel. Like they can feel like you're putting your feelings, your emotions, and your stuff first without really acknowledging them and what might be going on with them. So they could feel like things are a little one-sided at the moment. That could be another reason why they feel the need to withdraw. That could be the reason why they are feeling insecure in their connection to you. They do feel their general distrust will get in the way eventually. They could feel that maybe it is getting in the way right now, but they could feel at the moment it is justified. So at the moment, like this person, they could be quite needy. They could, need more from you and maybe just in general. And for whatever reason, they don't feel ready or don't feel like it's appropriate to show that side of them to you. And there's a part of them that could also feel like you wouldn't even be receptive to that part of them. And they also feel that you keep trying to look for deeper meaning to their actions, but they feel their actions are what they are. They feel that there's nothing deeper or hidden, that it is what it is, And that can mean different things for different people. For example, if this person is present, then that's how they feel. If this person isn't given much or showing reservation or they've moved on, then that's how they feel. They could also feel that you're avoiding having a certain conversation with them. They feel that you know yourself, that you're confident, and they feel that they need to do the they feel the need that they need to do that for themselves, grow in their confidence, maybe get to know themselves a bit more. That could be another reason why they're feeling to withdraw. They feel that you both need to look for some kind of inner peace, that you both have things from the past that need to be let go of, that you need to prioritize your individual growth. Like at the moment, they could feel like they need to choose themselves or just choose solitude for now. And they could also feel like you are being kind of selfish. They don't necessarily feel like they've got to be selfish too, but they do feel like they need to focus on themselves, but not for selfish reasons in their perspective. So moving on, we have animalistic, we have talk dirty to me, we have release any doubts, we have liquid courage, we have opposites attract, and we have just lay with me please. And we have sparkle and shine, we have angel, tap into your higher wisdom, and we also have free will, get out of your cocoon. So with animalistic, like they do feel this strong attraction to you. With opposites attract, they could feel that you are quite different as well. And it does feel like they want you to be able to release any doubts that you have about them. For some of you, like they could feel they need more courage when it comes to you. For some of you, they could legit feel like they need liquid courage when it comes to you. And for some of you, this could be in terms of talking about stuff. from their past, maybe even your past. Maybe this is like a mutual conversation that they feel you guys need to have. And with Just Lay With Me Please, it feels like for them, they might need like stillness in your relationship. Like it feels like they can't deal with the heightened emotion. It feels like they just want you guys to just, just be with them, be present with them. They could feel like you need to kind of remove the doubts that you have about them in order for that to happen. But with Talk Dirty to me, it does feel like they want you guys to have this very maybe brutally honest conversation, And for some of you, for whatever reason, like they could feel that you are trying to avoid a certain conversation happening between you guys. And for some of you, this is also in terms of like intimacy, they could actually like the idea of you talking dirty to them. If this is something that's happened in the past, if this is even that kind of relationship, then that's something that they enjoy and like about your connection. And if this makes sense, like they feel like they're the ones that need to stand out with Let Yourself Sparkle and Shine. Like they feel like they're the ones that needs to stand out in your relationship at the moment. They could even feel like they need to be put first for a little while, or when it comes to something specific, they feel like they need to be put first. So with Get Out of Your Cocoon, it feels like they feel the need that they need to go inside their cocoon. They need to withdraw in order for them to come out of their cocoon, if that makes sense. Like they need to withdraw in order to maybe come back to you or this situation, maybe with more confidence, with more courage, and like kind of work on themselves with the Eight of Swords. Like maybe work on themselves so that they can come back as a better version or a stronger version of themselves. Like they could feel they need to kind of withdraw so that they can reflect. It says here, angel, tap into your higher wisdom. They can feel like they need to tap into their wisdom and kind of figure stuff out for themselves, and then kind of approach the situation again with hopefully a clearer head, with a stronger foundation underneath them. But anyways, that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could be helpful. Thank you for joining me. And I hope I'll see you guys again soon. Please take care. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the second group, then this reading could be for you. The person on your mind, how are they feeling about you, the situation at the moment? Okay, so we have Five of Wands, upright, the Fool, upright, and the Justice card, upright. I feel like the Justice card and the Fool keep showing up in these readings the last few weeks. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so group 2, how does the person on your mind feel about you? So they could actually feel like you want them to compete for you, not necessarily when it comes to other people, but they do feel you want them to put their best foot forward. You want them to try harder. And it feels like they're up for the challenge. It feels like they're motivated, and they plan on being open-minded. And they are feeling determined when it comes to you. Their feelings towards you are quite intense at the minute too. And it also feels like they're feeling some kind of conflict and tension between you guys. Like they just feel like something's bubbling between you guys, something is ready to come to a head, if that makes sense, I mean, for some of you, with the Five of Wands being there, for some of you, it could be an argument. It doesn't have to be, and it doesn't. It could be, you know, a conversation that needs to be had. But for some of you, this conflict or tension could be due to some uncertainty, maybe not being able to open up, maybe other blockages that you might be aware of. And it feels like they're feeling frustrated right now. Love is upright, to clarify, and it could be because of compatibility. They could be worried about compatibility, worried you guys might not be all that compatible. But that doesn't take away from the fact that they are feeling motivated when it comes to your relationship. And it also feels like they've been making excuses to themselves, and it feels like they've maybe recognized that. They kind of feel like they're making things harder than it needs to be. They do feel like you're a struggle for them, you know? And again, like, this isn't that they feel you're putting up an intentional struggle. It could just be, you know, something that they're taking personally. They could feel that you push them, encourage them to grow, you know, even if it's not intentional. For some of you it might be, but for a lot of you it doesn't really feel like they think you're doing it intentionally. Like, again, like, this could be something that they're kind of just taking on board themselves, you know. And, you know, they could even feel like you're testing them. For some of you, they could feel that you're testing their receptivity and their openness. And they feel like they need to stop resisting their connection to you. Like, they want to do your relationship justice, you know. And they're sensing a little defensiveness from you. And again, like, this doesn't feel... Sorry, one second. Like, this defensiveness doesn't really feel like it's directed towards them in their perspective. Just in general, like, they feel like you're quite fiery and maybe quite defiant, and they feel that you love your freedom, maybe you need your freedom, and, you know, they feel like you are very unique. They could also feel a little jealous, not of you, like this could be the people around you, maybe a specific person or specific people that get to be close to you. But they feel like you're quite carefree. And they could be quite intimidated actually by your freedom and your carefreeness. And yeah, they could also feel that you do come across as trusting, but they don't necessarily feel that you're naive. But they do feel that trust is still developing between the two of you. And this development of trust, it definitely could be on both sides. Like, they feel like it's still developing on their side as well. But they feel over the curiosity part of your relationship. Like, they feel over the curiosity. It feels like they're, you know, they've been there, done that. Like, I've been curious this whole time. Like, now I want action. I want certainty. You know, I don't want to just be curious about you. You know, I don't want you to remain a mystery to me. Like, I don't want you to like I want to know what's going on instead of just, like, you know, playing this guessing game. I don't know what the situation is between you and this person, but yeah, it feels like they're hopeful though. They also feel that you appreciate spontaneity and impulsiveness, and they want to do more of that with you, for you. Like, they want to be more impulsive and spontaneous. Like, they could feel you appreciate it. They also feel that you could make them happy, that you could be a fresh start for them. And, despite the Fool card being here, there's not that much hesitancy from this person. It feels like they're over all of that, they're over the Fool energy. And, it's like they want more action. Like, it's like, enough of the games, they're done playing around. And, like, they're not feeling rushed, they're not feeling like things are premature. It's just like, okay, now it's game time. They also feel that you're quite adventurous, and they feel that being with you could encourage them, push them to be more adventurous as well. They do feel that you're fearless, but they would love to see you be a bit more playful with them specifically. Like, they do feel the situation between you guys is still a bit unpredictable. Like, they like it, but at the same time, they do want more flow and consistency. They also want more equality, fairness, and balance between you guys. Like, they want, like, they like the impulsive, the spontaneous, and all that good stuff. But at the same time, like, they do want harmony. Like, they want things to make sense as well. So yeah, they do feel ready to be truthful with you. They feel ready to be rational, and they're ready to kind of get truth from you as well. And at the moment, it feels like you are their primary objective. So someone wanted me to pull another card, and the Two of Cups came out. It feels like they are extremely attracted to you. It feels like they do have a lot of love for you. Is that what you wanted to say? Do you have more? Okay. So yeah. So finally we have I Can Feel You at a Distance. We have Practice Makes Perfect. We have Nothing Will Stand in My Way. I Can't Escape You. I See You in My Dreams. I Wake Up Craving Your Touch. We also have I'm So Used to Flying Solo. And I don't know how this will end, but I do know I want to try. We have Surrendering with Joy. Achieve Greatness Through Surrender. We have House Home. And we also have Easy Does It. So with I Can Feel You at a Distance, it feels like they're more than ready. They're wanting to close that remaining distance between the two of you. I'm used to flying solo. Like, they do feel like maybe you are used to doing your own thing. For some of you, maybe being single, maybe even being by yourself, having freedom, having independence. And for a lot of you, they could feel that you aren't ready to, give that up, or kind of, fully let go of all of what that might mean to you. With Nothing Will Stand in My Way, and we said earlier, like, this person is feeling motivated, they are feeling determined when it comes to you. Like, they feel that right now, with how they're feeling, they're over the distance. There's nothing that they want. Like, they feel like there's nothing that will, kind of get in their way anymore. Like, it's like they're kind of over any blockages and, obstacles and, all of that stuff. But with this card here, I Can't Escape You. I See You in My Dreams. I Wake Up Craving Your Touch. Like, they are extremely attracted to you. They could dream about you. They could fantasize about you. They could, they could be craving your touch right now. Like, their feelings towards you are very intense. That could be, catching them off guard, like, you know, in random moments. They find themselves thinking about you, fantasizing about you, you know, like it kind of meets them in their dreams as well. And, you know, they're not certain, with I don't know how this will end, but I know I want to try, like, they're not certain how things are going to be moving forward between you guys, but they have hope, you know, with that Two of Cups coming out as well. Like they do know that they want to try, and they feel like them trying, you trying, is all that really matters now and moving forward. And with practice makes perfect, it's like it's not going to be perfect, but they want to try, you know, and they do want to be consistent with you and the relationship. So with surrender, with joy, achieve greatness through surrender. Like they're just ready for you guys to be great. You know, they're done with all of that other stuff. They're just ready for you guys to be good. You know, and happy. They do feel like it again. Like it feels like they're not rushing. It feels like they don't feel like they need to rush. Like they feel things could be pretty simple. And again, like they do want that flow. Like they don't want to rush and, you know, for things to be messed up. So with Easy Does It, like they do plan on kind of not necessarily even being patient, just, you know, like being like movement, but not too much, not too little, like just nice pace, you know. And yeah, like with House Home, like they're ready for you guys to be stable and for things between you guys to be quite stable. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it could be helpful. I'm wishing you guys the best. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope I see you guys again soon. Please take care. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the third group, then this reading could be for you. Person on your mind, how do they feel about you, the moment? We have the Magician in reverse, Queen of Swords upright, Ten of Wands upright. So it feels like they've been thinking on how they've manipulated you. And this does feel it is in relation to the past as opposed to right now. Like they could be thinking of this past incident and they're feeling bad about it, even though some of you may not even be aware of this manipulation. And I can't clarify what they may have done to manipulate you. Maybe it's very different for each of you. But this is something that has been on their mind. It doesn't really feel like it's been weighing on them like that, but they do feel like a little bit bad about it. So this person, like they do feel like you still want them, and they do feel that would change if you really knew them. You know, they could even feel that you see them as like shy, awkward, maybe lacking confidence, but they know that they are a lot more cunning than they seem to you. Like at the moment, this person may not care about anyone but themselves. This person may not have strong emotional feelings towards you at the moment, but it also feels like they don't really, it feels like they're kind of feeling emotionally numb at the moment. So maybe some of these messages may more be about their intentions and their thoughts. You know, we'll see what messages come out, but it may not be overly feelings related, because it feels like that's just not where this person's heart and head is at the moment. So like this person, they may not feel like they have much potential when it comes to a relationship with you. It feels like they've counted themselves out. They could also feel like they aren't really your type. And, you know, like I said before, it feels like they can't really feel an emotional connection right now. And it does seem like they used to have these hidden motives when it came to you. And whatever their hidden motives and intentions were, it feels like it didn't work out for them. And it feels like now they're over it, you know, like I'm not going to keep trying to, you know, move forward with whatever their hidden plans and intentions were. And they also think that you're not feeling confused by their actions anymore. But at the same time, like they still don't think you see them, you know, clearly. It feels like at the moment, this person, they deeply dislike themselves at the moment, or they're frustrated with themselves, or, you know, a part of their life, and they could feel that things don't really work out for them. So they could, you know, be like self-focused at the moment. Like it does feel like they are in a selfish energy, like not really able to kind of see beyond you know, their own life, you know. So they also feel that they need to be logical when it comes to you. They could plan on continuing, you know, whatever relationship they have with you. They could even be hopeful that you're someone that could ignite an emotional connection, an emotional feeling in them that they can't feel right now. But it kind of seems like they do feel numb or lost, but they do feel clearer headed when it comes to you. Their thoughts and intentions in the past were scattered, dishonest. Their intentions are to be a bit more positive and not act on any ulterior motives, and, you know, kind of push any of those, you know, hidden agenda type feelings to one side when it comes to you. It feels like, you know, overall, like they are feeling overwhelmed, but they do plan on putting on a positive face, or just like a straight face, a stoic face, with the Queen of Swords being there. So they could actually want an unofficial connection to you, like depending on who they are to you, if the love is in reverse. And they could also want to get in the way of your independence for whatever reason. Overall, their intentions don't seem all that serious, and it doesn't seem like there's genuine interest either. And, you know, that could be because they do have other stuff going on. It might or might not change in the future. It does feel pretty uncertain, you know, whether you're, you know, you will even, you know, continue to be interested in this person. Whether you're interested in them now, I don't know, but they do feel like there is this interest in from you to them. But right now, like they do seem weighed down by their lack of emotion. Their energy seems a bit weird, to be honest. It's like they're holding on for the sake of it, you know, without any real emotions tied to it. So they could also think that you do want them to have more emotional intelligence. They do feel like you are quite discerning anyway. but they could feel that you aren't as discerning when it comes to them in particular, but they do feel like it is still there, but just not as much as you would be maybe with other people in other areas of your life. So they could also feel you do need stronger boundaries. You know, they could feel you're someone that they could take advantage of, you know. So right now, like, they could plan on focusing on their immediate responsibilities. They could also be struggling with some baggage, maybe past baggage. And, you know, it feels like they are looking for this temporary relief. And, you know, for some of you, like, they do feel that you could provide that for them. So again, like, it feels like their intentions are very, like, selfish. It's like, I'm not really thinking about how something might impact you, but I'm just thinking of myself, you know. So moving forward, we have Nomad, we have I Cry Sometimes, we have Why So Serious, we have Blah Blah Blah, we have Friends First, and we also have I Deserve Better. We have Balancing Masculine and Feminine Energies, we have Simple Pleasures, and we also have Get Into the Driver's Seat of Your Life. So with Nomad, they could actually feel like they move around a lot in life. They could feel either, you know, they actually move around a lot, whether that's, you know, traveling for their work. But they could feel like they aren't very grounded at the moment. You know, again, like, this could be due to certain circumstances. They could actually feel like you guys have more of a friendship than anything else at the moment. For some of you, they could be quite content with that, okay, with just having that friendship. Like, again, like, you do provide them some kind of relief, so they could want to, like, kind of keep whatever, you know, relationship you guys do have with them. And with I Cry Sometimes, like, they could feel quite emotional at the moment. Earlier I said like they're feeling like a bit numb or lost. And, you know, they could be feeling emotional, and that numb message could have come out before, because it's like maybe they're feeling emotional, but they don't really know how to process it in the best way for themselves. And they could be in a selfish energy at the moment because they are trying to figure out how to get better for themselves, or to get something or get somewhere that they feel they deserve to be or have. At the moment, like, they could feel that there isn't much to say between you guys, like, not in like, I don't have any words for you, but just maybe nothing significant. At the moment, like, they could just be focused on trying to simplify their life, or just focus on the simple things, or gain pleasure from the simple things. Like, they may not want to overcomplicate things in their life right now, including, you know, relationships. That could be why they want to keep your relationship quite simple, maybe as only friends, or, you know, whatever platonic connection you guys might have at the moment. But with Why So Serious, like, they do feel you're quite serious about them. They could even be questioning why you are so serious about them. But with Carl getting to the driver's seat of your life at the moment, they are seeing you as, you know, being in control of your life and, you know, where you're going, and it feels like they want the same. they could be trying to figure some stuff out for themselves. So it does feel like, their main focus is themselves right now. And with balancing masculine and feminine energies, they are trying to maybe find balance in their life, or, some area of their life, maybe emotionally or mentally. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it can be helpful. Wishing you the best, and thank you for joining me, and I hope I see you guys again soon. Okay, please take care of yourself. Bye.